So thanks everyone for inviting me here, and I'm happy to be a part of it. We're going to start off this reading with Indian Blues. Ice bills in my moccasin-covered feet, rolling crystals into the fire in my veins. I jump into a war dance before my heart turns to a freezer full of ice cubes. Whooping war cries as my blood flutters ash, smothering Logan and little child hanging from my walls. My mom made those moccasins, plain skin upon skin, with a few beads and fringes to keep perfect time. She taught me to dance when my intoxicated uncle sang the Indian blues vibrating from the dog drum he pulled out of his own drunken heart. I never forgot those dances or songs. And after those ice cubes became blood again, I gathered up my thin-skinned Indian shoes, cradling them baby-like, all the way to the wall where they hang now with the elite among Indian history, right next to the pictures of my dead mom and uncle. The other day, my grandson asked me to tell him the story once more so that he wouldn't forget the tale of my survival and his. And I'll read another one from that book called October Skin. Rain soaked and facing south, my face drops pebbles. Autumn dew dampens the dying leaves. Life clings desperately on. Winter slows change. A time to recall, red man I am called. There's a graveyard in my throat. Disillusion is a boneyard closer to the sun than we think. Our thoughts are silk rivers written poetically on rice paper. My identity is mistaken Asian. White boys playing dirty politics with our lives. I am rock, wet pebbles, and maps of Indians. Solid northern light, sweet southern song, October Skin. So that's from the book Skin Like Mine. So I'm just going to read a couple from each of the books here. This one's from Deaf Evan, called Guns and Words. These shadow words, blackness between the spaces of teeth, bold and raw barnacles sticking to gums that make the Canadian stutter, since truth is hidden behind lips and across this mosaic land. A crop of lies, Canada's bequest to the world. And I have given my life. I am the mixed blood of contempt, the reminder of the white man's survival in the fur trade, the curse of my original ancestors. Yet my mother's people put me on a mountain so that my own salvation would drip from the sweat and tears I offered in prayer to build a future for my Secwepemc grandchildren. No vision was offered, but the words of my ancestors streamed from my mouth, using the weapon of the white man to speak the sounds of my blood into an English-speaking world, because what is believed is the ink that splatters on paper. Even though I am nothing and I have nothing, only volcanic poetry, will you still point a gun at me? Thank you. This is called In the Forest. Peace turned up loudly for a moment, with boisterous clomping on forest floors, allegro on pathways over twigs, serenading butterflies with the blues, ears perked, dog-like, straining for the chirp of birds, telescope eyes scan bushes, on the lookout for bears stuffing their bellies full of raspberries and strawberries, lulling spirit song out of honor, in respect of, because of pity. And then the forest falls. Chainsaws and machines rip heavy metal music. Trees drop, turn to planks. Butterflies flee, die screaming. Worms surface as evergreens fall. Mountainsides slide into the river. Salmon float belly up. Black bears scavenge garbage bins. Knee-bent tourists click their cameras, believe they are one with the wild until they are eaten alive. Google can't help anymore. GSP has a virus. There is no safe place on sea or land or in the sky. Laborers scream for solace, drop their faces into their oil-layered hands. Shame is the sound of money exported. Angst is for the love of your company. Peace dies of cancer. This is called Kamloops. Will you give me a signal when I'm supposed to finish up here?
One, you think, Garry?
This is one more.
One more?
Yep.
Is it one more?
One.
Read another one.
This holy place. I was born with songs surging from my throat, swirling in the blood of my life-givers, tossing in the currents of trickster stories of my Secwepemc ancestors. Still fresh in my mind is their last living image standing on the shores of Sedetwa, the river where my grandchildren now stand, humming songs to pull salmon from water to sky, tumbling in the waves at the banks and riverbeds of time. My long-gone relatives rattle and drum small holy songs atop the rippling river's waves that lead to the lakes and headwaters where the salmon and Saskatoon offer their spirits to us. We call this land Secwepemc Uluk, so powerful, so strong. They bend the ears of kindred spirits, filling hearts, our hearts, with courage to speak for this land, for this water, for our future, for this holy place. Thank you.
Right. Thank you very much, Garry.